Hello, it's Laura Firth, and welcome to this week's Pilates class, focusing on posture. So we're taking the class outside today, seeing as it's a nice sunny day, and we're going to start seated today, and up against a wall if you can. So take your hips back to the wall, and then bring your shoulder blades back. Now you can either flex your feet while sitting with bent knees, or you can flatten your feet down if they reach to the floor comfortably. Now if you find that your tailbone and your pelvis is tilting backwards, your tailbone under and your pelvis tilting backwards, then use the block to help you sit taller that I'm using today. So sitting, we draw the pelvic floor in, we draw the belly button lightly into the spine, so we're engaging the Pilates scoop. The shoulders draw back towards the wall. Back of the head touches on the wall. Now we breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to bring your chin down towards your chest, but you don't want to let the back of the head come away from the wall. Breathe in to lift back up, and breathe out, chin to chest. So as we move, we're imagining we have an axle that runs from ear to ear, and the head is just pivoting around that point. Nice and slowly and small. And again, breathe out, chin to the chest, breathe in, release. And this time breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, and breathe out to let them float back down. Now as you breathe in and lift, try not to let the front ribs really open. The front ribs want to feel as though they're knitted together and they can't open, so the engagement with the lower ribs down in towards the waist, feel that nice and strong. And breathe out to lower. Breathe in, lift, keep the shoulders in contact with the floor, back of the head, back ribs and abdominals connected. So I find this really hard. Probably a lot harder than when doing some of the more complex exercises in Pilates. So don't worry if you find it difficult. This time we're breathing out to bend the elbows. Breathe in to extend the arms. So this is called our angel arms. So we breathe out to open, elbows try and stay in contact with the floor, and in to lift. Now if you ever get any pins and needles in the arms or anything, these movements or stretches aren't for you. So just be aware of that in your body. Breathe out and bend. Breathe in and stretch, lengthen, keeping the head, the shoulders, hips in contact with the wall again. Breathe in and extend, press the shoulders lightly down, and exhale to open. Breathe in, stretch, and breathe out just to relax the arms. Now, bend the elbows to 90 degrees, back of the arms and elbows press to the wall. Breathe out to press the arms back, and breathe in to bring back to center. So this is called the dumb waiter. Breathe out to open, breathe in to come back in. So this works the external rotation in the shoulders, which in turn strengthens the upper back and opens the front of the chest, which is really good for the posture, especially if you've been sitting at a computer a lot throughout the day, at work, whatever you do. This is a really good exercise. Breathe out to open, and again breathe in to bring the hands back to center. Breathe out to open, keep the elbows tucked into the wall, and breathe in and release. Now take both arms, breathing in, take them up above your head. Breathe out, relax the right arm down as the left arm reaches over. And again, breathe in to stretch both. Breathe out, left arm releases down, side bend. So here you want to feel as though you're kind of a window wiper on the window, whereas it's really your body against the wall. So your body wants to feel like a window wiper here. So you're sliding everything from side to side. And this is that feeling that you want to get in any of the positions, that you've kind of got that wall behind you all the time. And breathe in to lift. or not. No, we're holding this one for a couple of breaths. Breathe out and breathe in to lift, and then switch sides. Breathe out as you C-shape the spine to the side. Keep the back of the neck long, navel drawing in, front ribs pulled down again. Again, always find length, never let the shoulders come up by the ears, and breathe. Breathe in to lift and breathe out to lower down. Now we're going to here bring your right hand just to the side of you, flex the palm or flex the wrist, and then take your head lightly over to the left side. You feel a nice stretch down the side of the neck into the shoulders, and sometimes you can feel it all the way down to the fingers. Really great stretch for all the muscles that tend to get a lot of tension around this area. And then as you breathe in, lift the arm just slightly higher, and you may need to ease off with the head tilt to the side. So bring the head back up to center if you need, and this just increases that stretch. And again, breathe into the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Try and keep the arm nice and wide and lower down. Switching sides, breathe in to lift the arm just slightly away from the body, flex the palm. Head this time goes over to the right side. And again, breathe into the stretch. Try and keep the spine long. Try and keep space between the shoulder and the ear. And then breathe in to lift the arm. Again, release the tilt on the head if you need to. Still thinking about the fingers pulling back towards the forearm. You could feel this one, I remember this one, feeling it all the way down to my thumb. So it's not strange if you, or it's not abnormal if you do feel that all the way down to the fingers. Now coming into our, well, I almost forgot what it's called. Spine stretch, that's the one. So we're going to flex the feet here, either knees bent or extended, hip width apart, and just check that your hips are by the wall again. Hands come behind your head, one resting on top of each other, elbows wide. Breathe in and then breathe out. Curve forwards as though you've got a big beach ball in front of you, tummy. Inhale to lift, and then breathe out to curl forwards. Breathe in again, so everything stays in line. The head, the neck, everything. Elbows stayed wide. Breathe out, curl forwards. Breathe in and lift. So this movement comes from the belly button. So think about a piece of string tied to the back of the belly button that comes out of the spine is being pulled back as you curl forwards. Breathe out, curl, feel that pulling in towards the spine with the belly button. Breathe in to lift. And again, breathe out. So the hips aren't moving. The only thing that is moving is the spine, hinging forwards and flexing. And release. Release the arms. Now we're going to cross the legs and I'm going to come away from the wall now. So come off your block, arrowed forwards and came into an all fours position. Move your block to your side if you need to. So we want to set up here with our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. Now before you start, just check that you are pressing the floor away. Now we're going to do a figure of 8 with the body. So we're going to come round to the left arm, onto the right arm, then back to the left hip and then right hip. And then keep going with this. So although we're kind of rotating and moving around the body, we want to still keep strong in the abdominals, still keep pressing the floor away, so we create a really good strong foundation here to loosen and mobilize. Now we're going to switch the other way, so towards the right arm, right hip, then left hip, and again. So keep the breath smooth, keep it in through the nose, out through the mouth. Make it feel seamless with the breath and the movement at the same time. Pressing the floor away, keep the eye gaze between the hands to protect the neck. And I think this may be our last one. And come back to center. And then just shift forward slightly if you've got the wall behind you like me. And we're going to come into opposite arm and leg lifting. So we're going to breathe in, lifting your right arm and your left leg, and breathe out to lower down. And again, switch sides, left arm, right leg. Breathe in, slide your hand and your foot along your mat, and breathe out to lower. So here, keeping the shoulders and hips square to the ground. We're strengthening the core so much the only thing that's moving is the arm and the leg. So the lower back isn't moving, the pelvis isn't tipping forwards and backwards. You want to feel a two-way pull through the arm and the leg. So as you breathe in, reach forward through your arm, reach back through your leg, and breathe out to lower. Left arm, right leg, breathe in to lift, extend, and breathe out to lower. Breathe in and lift, extend, strong core, front ribs pull in, breathe out, hold, breathe in, keep holding, and breathe out to lower it down. Switching sides, so left arm reaches right leg back, reach, breathe, pull the front ribs in. Here is where you can really maybe adjust if you need to. So maybe draw the front ribs in more, tuck your tailbone under more. That was my little doggy, Ella, star of the show. And then release, slowly coming back. Relax, just feel the hips nice and heavy so the lower back releases. Just take a couple of breaths and then breathe in to come up. We're going to come onto our side, and the first thing we're going to do is our setup position. So you can use your block or anything of the kind, or a pillow underneath your ear with the underneath arm extended forwards, top hand placed on the floor, or you can have your hand on your ear. The top hand rests on the floor again. Now draw the abdominals in, bend both knees, breathe in, and as you breathe out, open the top knee. Breathe in to lower for climb, breathe out to open. Breathe in. So I want you to think about here that the whole body works. So it's not just the leg working, the abdominals, the shoulders, the upper back are working to stabilize the shoulder blades. The crown of the head reaches away, so you feel the whole body work, whether it's moving or not. Breathe out to open, breathe in to lower. Feel the waist lift away, breathe out open, breathe in lower, breathe out open. Really smooth breath, fluidity through the movement. And then this time we want to have something underneath the head so we can keep the neck in line with the spine. Coming into our chest opener, so underneath arm extends forwards, top hand places on top of the bottom hand. Strengthen the core and then lift the waist, breathe in to open the top arm up towards the ceiling, and breathe out to open the arm backwards. Breathe in to bring it back to center, and then breathe out to lower it down. And the eye gaze follows the fingertips. Breathe in, open halfway, breathe out to open. And feel free if you find that this exercise or this movement feels great and it feels a great stretch, then feel free to stay in the stretch where it feels good for you. Breathe in, open, breathe out, and breathe in, and lower down nice and slowly. Brilliant. Top hand rests on the floor, and then push yourself up. We're just going to rotate all the way around to the other side. So set up in the position that is most comfortable for you, particularly for the shoulders, and to not create any tension. Bend both knees, draw the abdominals in, top hand rests in front of the tummy, elbow over wrist. Breathe out to open the knee, breathe in to lower, breathe out to open. So as you open the knee, the top hip wants to feel like it's drawing forward, so it's kind of resisting away from the knee. And that's going to help keep the hips stacked on top of each other rather than moving. And again, breathe out to open. Strong, breathe in to lower down. Keep the whole body working again. Keep length through your spine. Breathe out to open. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to open. Breathe into lower once again. Breathe out and close. And grab your block. Let's sit up for the chest opener again. So block underneath the head, underneath arm extended forwards, top hand resting on top of the bottom one. Breathe in to open the top arm, breathe out to open into your chest stretch. Breathe in back to center, and then breathe out, lower all the way down. Once again, breathe in to open, feel length through your spine here. Keep your eye gaze on your fingertips, and again, if you want to stay in the open position, hold that for a few breaths, feel free. So it does feel good, this one. Breathe in to open, and again, breathe out to open the chest. Breathe in, and breathe out, lower down. Last one, breathe in, open, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And once again, press yourself all the way up, nice and safely. Move your block to one side. We're going to come all the way around onto our tummies, into a prone position. So hands by your shoulders, either feet hip width apart or heels together, toes apart. Wherever you are with the foot position, press your feet into the floor so we engage the thighs. Again, think of the whole body working. Coming into swan preparation. So we breathe out to lift, and we breathe in to lower down. Keep the eye gaze on the floor. Imagine you have a satsuma underneath the chin, and you're keeping that satsuma under there. So between the chin and the chest. Or almost feel as though you want to get a slight double chin. So we're lengthening the back of the neck. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in and lower. Now I want you to draw your abdominals into the spine. Get your Pilates scoop. Get in a connection with the glute muscles. And these muscles are really going to help protect the spine. Hands now come palms towards the thighs. Breathe out and lift. Draw the shoulder blades in and down. And breathe in to lower. Breathe out. Stretch the fingers back towards the knees. Breathe in to lower again. Here we want to feel as though you have a walnut between the shoulder blades, and you're going to crack the walnut as you draw the shoulder blades in towards each other and then widen the chest. So again, working on stretching the front of the chest and working the upper back muscles. All great for posture, because a lot of the time we tend to be the other way. So the back is really open but the chest is really closed. Hands by ribs, press yourself up with a strong core, and we're going to come into a child's pose. So knees wide, and then relax down. Keep the arms active, so press the palms into the floor, and see if you can lengthen the spine ever so slightly more with every breath. And walk your hands in, and we're going to come into a seated position once again. So if you would like, grab your block, grab a stack of books, whatever you would like, and come to sit in. Take your feet wider, around about as wide as your mat, the narrowest way. Breathe in to extend the arms opposite direction. And lengthen your spine, sit bones down. I think I was telling Ella off here. I think she was eating something she shouldn't have been. And then as you breathe out, we're going to twist. And imagine you sawing the pinky toe off. So we breathe in to lift, breathe out, twist, and saw, 2, 3, and breathe in, lift, breathe out, and 1, 2, 3, breathe. And breathe in, and once again, breathe in. So the front arm reaches forward, the back arm reaches all the way back, eye gaze down. So we always keeping the chin to the chest again. And again, breathe in, lift. Try not to move the legs, so don't let the legs rotate inwards. Breathe in, lift, Breathe out, float the arms down. And just come into a seated position. And that is our class today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Please like and share if you did. And please subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.